Hello there. Hello there. How are you all doing on this fine Monday? How are we? How are we feeling? Hmm? Thanksgiving is past. You go to any supermarket in the country and they're playing Christmas music. It's that time of year. It's December 1st, which reminds me, I gotta pay my fucking rent today. Okay. December has begun. December has begun. And we finish November with a 2-0 win against the Hammers. I haven't really looked at what a lot of people's reactions were to the game, but what I'm not going to do is sit here and gaslight myself into thinking that anything has changed. I don't think that one result should change the mind of a single person. No, I don't think one game of dropping Salah for whatever reason should change the mind of a single person. I don't think that 2-0 win feels like a 2-0 win, you know? When you look at Isak's finish, it's a damn good finish. That's not a finish that I am expecting him to make every time. I mean, really look at it again. First time, right foot, ball into ground, spins right. When it comes off his foot, it's off target. Hits the ground and spins on target. Sneaks in far post side, near post side. And then Cody Gakpo's goal is at the very end of the game when West Ham was pushing, when they were down to 10 men. Don't forget that when West Ham had 10 men, they looked more threatening than Liverpool did the whole fucking game. West Ham looked better from an attacking perspective with 10 men than Liverpool did the whole game. Do not allow yourself to be gaslit like you were after Aston Villa. If you sit here and you remember how you felt after Aston Villa, if it was positive, I'm here to tell you, shut the fuck up. Get that positive bullshit out of your brain. Erase the positive bullshit. No positivity here. There's nothing positive to take away from that performance. Other than we didn't lose again. That is the most positive thing. And that's result-based analysis. That's the only real great thing about yesterday. I didn't lose another time. What's funny is that Liverpool are only 9 points behind Arsenal. Guys, we're only 3 games behind Arsenal. Isn't that just fucking hilarious? We've lost 6 games, and we're only 3 games behind Arsenal. 3 games behind Arsenal. Hey, I said that winning the game was a positive. Absolutely. I said winning the game was a positive. You know what? Correction. There's another positive. Didn't have to see Mohamed Salah stink up the fucking pitch. But you want to know what's another negative? Alexis McAllister is the worst midfielder who lives in the United Kingdom. I said it. I said it. Alexis McAllister is the worst midfielder on the island of Britain. He is horrendous. He is dog shit. He cannot be on the football pitch any longer. I made excuses for him earlier this season because of the way that we were setting up, but he proved yesterday that he is a dead man walking. That guy has arthritis in his knees. He cannot fucking move. He cannot move. I don't know what he needs to do. If he needs to go to Costa Rica and take some stem cells, by all means, go steroid the fuck out, but you can't play for me. Because the second Curtis Jones came on the pitch, a minute later, bang. A minute into Curtis Jones being on the pitch, him and Ekitike linked up. Ekitike takes a shot. Within 1 minute, I saw better play than 60 minutes of Alexis McAllister being a fucking moron. I don't care about other people's opinions. Respectfully, I don't care about other people's opinions. Oh, 100%, brother. 100%. There are men who weigh 320 pounds who can move better than Alexis McAllister. Absolutely. Absolutely. But either way, the point that I really want to hammer home to you guys, and I know that you're not going to like that I'm going to say this, but I made a promise to myself that I'm no longer going to allow anyone to influence my thoughts. And I'm just going to say how I feel because I got fucked over in the first 6 games of the season. West Ham were so diabolically bad that any form of Liverpool could have beaten them. They played atrocious. They played atrocious. They didn't press us high. They sat in a lazy mid block. They gave us all the space in the world in midfield. They applied no pressure on our weak points. Their long balls were garbage, and half the time were directed into the center of the pitch. They didn't take advantage of set pieces once. I mean, Callum Wilson? That's who I'm supposed to be afraid of? Callum fucking Wilson? And what's funny is that they were so bad, yet somehow with 10 men, we let Jared Bowen get a free shot at the top of the box. I don't think you guys understand the biblical crash out that would have happened if he puts that on target. And if I give that shot to Jared Bowen 10 times, I'm willing to bet that he's putting that on target 5 times. If I give him that same shot with that same space 10 times, he's putting that on target almost every time. This close. Could you imagine if he had put that in with 10 men? Not to mention the fact that I found it repulsive how cowardly we played after we went up 1-0. It was almost like the team was so afraid of losing, and we almost drew because of that. Weak mentality. Isak scored. A minute later, it gets taken off. No more going forward. Pussy shit. But listen, at the end of the day, I didn't see any fundamental change in the way that we approach this game. I saw a team that made it easy for Liverpool to play no matter how we decided to. I mean, we regressed in buildup in that game. I don't think you guys understand. We used to run a 3-1-0-0-0-6. At moments in this game, I saw a 2-2-0-0-0-0-0. I saw two stacks of 2. Our build-up structure was even worse yesterday. But West Ham can't press for shit, so who cares? West Ham can't fucking play the game. They're ass. Don't worry. I have evidence. I recorded the first half. But here's the thing. I know that I like to show you guys stuff from the games. And that was my intention in the first half, but I had to wake up at 5:45 to watch this game, right? So I wake up at 5:45 in the morning, I make my coffee, I sit down, I'm getting ready to watch. A minute, 50 seconds into this game, I'm already pissed off. So I know that this isn't going to be an enjoyable experience. By the end of the first half, I'm sitting here and I'm like, I am so fucking bored. I started doing SBCs. Second half starts. I don't bother recording this game. And basically, I was just like, flatline, zero emotion. When Alexander Isak scored, you want to see what my reaction was? Good finish. That was it. That was it. You see, that's the level of this club right now, and it pisses me off because we're so bad, and I lack such belief that I can't even get myself to celebrate a goal because I'm not thinking about the game. I'm thinking about the whole season. Verts was great. Verts was great, but Verts also should have had a goal. I'm sorry. I paid 120 million pounds for you. You get yourself in that position, you have to play it better than that. I mean, that was such a weak shot right at Areola. It was a free shot. You need to bury that, and that's not the first time. You had one against Arsenal that you should have buried. You had one against Atletico Madrid that you should have buried. Florian Wirtz should be on 6 or 7 goals. He's been horrendous when he's shooting, and it really bothers me. Should have had a goal against Brentford. He's been really poor in front of goal. He's gone 12 games. I think this is his 13th game without a goal, the longest stretch in his career. Did you guys know that Alexander Isak only has 2 shots on target in the Premier League? Did you guys know that? And one of them is a goal. 7 hours of play, 2 shots on target. I think he only had 13 touches in the game too. But we won, right? Be happy. We won. We won. We won the game. Be happy. You want my post-game analysis? You want my post-game thoughts on Arne Slot? Here you go.
All right, Gold Member. Don't play the laughing boy. There are only 2 things I can't stand in this world. People who are intolerant of other people's cultures and the Dutch.
What?
When it comes to the position at the manager spot at this football club, it's simple.
It's time to go!
Unchanged. Unchanged. Forever. I don't look at that game and gain any confidence in any way, shape, or form. I look at that game and I'm like, Sunderland are about to fuck us. I'm not looking forward to Sunderland at all. Let's get into some let's get into some tweets. Let's take a look at this. Can anyone tell me what's in between the ball and the midfielder who's meant to connect the back line to the front line? Can anyone tell me? There's a fat difference between a chance and a high quality chance. We create a lot of chances. We don't create a lot of high quality chances. Look at that. Hell, you could fit a fucking football field in between that space. But also, notice the total lack of energy from West Ham. Again, this is that 2-2 buildup. This is that 2-2 structure. This is how we were building up for large stretches of the game. I mean, this is just terrible. I don't care what anyone says. Again, check out the giant donut. Like, the problem remains the same. You always see space in the middle. Like, I'm sorry, but this is just not a productive picture to me at all. Especially not when guys don't move. I mean, look at this passage of play. Look at Gravenberch. Look at what Gravenberch is doing. Look at what everyone is doing. Pay close attention to Florian Wirtz. Watch what Florian Wirtz does. Did you see Soboslai running away too? You see how they all move away from the ball? As though Virgil van Dijk can just magically pass it over these 4 players? Again, I know that I'm highlighting a very specific moment, but the issue is that I see this all the time. Again, Ryan Gravenberch not moving a single second. And then this is what it ultimately leads to 3v3. Ass. This is another one that I saw. Slots 3-1-6. In no way, shape, or form against any team am I ever going to be happy with a 3-1-6. The reason being, just look at our shape right now. 1, 2, 3, with the 2 pressing high. West Ham are playing a 4-4-2. Gravenberch is technically a free man here, but if he gets the ball, what is he supposed to do with it? My issue is how stretched we are. This is the most important thing to me. When I view football, my view is very simple. What is the distance between where the ball is and the front line? When it comes to looking at Liverpool, right? With other teams, I wouldn't view it this way because I would know that the midfield was always in the midfield to connect them. But with Liverpool, our midfield is never in midfield. Again, Szoboszlai is here. Florian Wirtz is here. Gravenberch is here. I believe this is Alexis McAllister here. Here's Kirkez. Kirkez actually had a decent game because Kirkez was only playing as a left back. Either way, I don't care if it's because it's against West Ham and it works. You could put the best players in the world in these positions, and I find this to be a failing long-term system. You can pick up results against West Ham. West Ham suck ass. But we do this same structure against every team. We will play like this against City. We will play like this against Arsenal. We will play like this against Chelsea, and it won't work. But we'll play like this against West Ham, and it will work. But it won't work against Brentford. It will work against Burnley with a last-minute penalty, but it won't work against Crystal Palace. Either way, it never changes. So you can't just all of a sudden look at this game and say, hey, we were good structurally when we didn't change structurally. That's the issue right now. It's really hard to take a positive away from this game because I didn't see us change anything. I just saw a team that was incapable of taking advantage of our weaknesses. But we didn't change a fucking thing. Again, I don't think that we necessarily created a lot of chances. Isak's first shot, not a high quality. It's not a high percentage play. Areola's closing him down. He's got to chest it down and put it on target. Outside of that, it was Isak's goal. It was Florian Wirtz's missed shot. And it was Cody Gakpo's goal. I didn't really see Areola busting his ass. I didn't see us peppering their net. I didn't see us pinning them back. Saw them playing high. You know, again, does this look like a fucking low block to you? Saw people saying that West Ham against the West Ham low block we played great. Does that look like a fucking low block to you, or does that look like a mid block? Where are they on the pitch? I love how they have these lines too. It's like they mowed them just so that we could view this like this. Also, London Stadium gotta be the worst stadium in all of England. You're sitting so far from the fucking ball. Anyway, let me get my stilts. 50 seconds. Let's go to 50. I gotta go to 50 seconds into the game. Give me a second here, people. I recorded the game so I could do this. 50 seconds into the game, I was already pissed off. I'm going to tell you why. Get it. 50 seconds into the game, I was pissed off because of said reason. Look at this. Look at this. Same shit, different day. This same exact thing. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 1. 1, 2, 3. 1. 50 seconds into the game, I'm already seeing the same shit that I saw every other game in the most basic area of the pitch. Build up. Let's go to another one. 2 minutes into the game. This time it's 1, 2, 3 guys man marking 2. Kirkes might as well not even be on the pitch here because he ain't touching the ball. Again, 2 minutes into the game, I'm seeing 0 changes in structure. I'm seeing the same thing. Completely stretch field. I mean, look at where Joe Gomez is. Joe Gomez is in midfield. He's supposed to be my fucking right back. Perkins is on his way to the midfield. He's my left back. My double pivot. Now they're in the middle, but now they're not fucking moving. Again, Alexis McAllister in 8 seconds walked backwards. But look, Ryan Gravenberch drops. And again, there's nothing here. There's nothing there. I mean, the first half was so bad, guys. Genuinely, does anyone here think that the first half was good? One very specific moment I want to go back to. Check this out. You guys remember when I would sit here and I would talk about how no one wants to be in the middle and Liverpool creates circles? Can anyone tell me what this shape is? Does anyone see this? This is 8.5 minutes into the game. Can anyone tell me what this shape is? Look at that. We have a fixation with creating circles, and I don't understand it. When you're taught how to play football, what is the primary shape that people use? Can anyone answer that question? To the ignorant American, what is the primary shape associated to football? Anyone? 47 of you. One of you have got to know the answer to this question. What is the primary shape associated to football? Thank you, Mr. Judes. I don't think I've ever seen you. Triangles. Triangles. So why is it that my team plays in circles? This isn't the first time I've showed you an image like this. Again, the fact that there's no one in the middle, there's no one to create a triangle here. All Alexis McAllister can do at this point is move the ball laterally because I've created a circle. Yes, I understand. Right now, you have 6 players in the middle for West Ham. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. They're basically running a tight 4-3-3. So you got your back line here, you got your deep midfield, and you got your front line. Right? So these are crowded spaces. But I buy Florian Wirtz because Florian Wirtz can stand in this space and connect. Simple. I mean, Dominic Szoboszlai is playing right wing right now. Look at where he is. Szoboszlai, look at where fucking Joe Gomez is where the right midfielder should be. Szoboszlai is where the right wing should be. Cody Gakpo is basically playing second fiddle to Alexander Isak, but there's no one in the middle to connect the dot here. And this is the problem that I see all the time. I know that I'm just highlighting one specific moment from a game, but the issue is that I see this every game. I see our team in the opposition half create a circle. And there's never anyone in the pockets of space. Like, why is there no one here? Why is there no one here? Like, in my mind, Alexander Isak should be here. Cody Gakpo should be here. Florian Wirtz should be here. Dominic Soboslai should be here. There's no need for a right winger here. No need. We ain't switching the ball. There's no need. If anything, stick Joe Gomez here. Joe Gomez, you're the switch. Joe Gomez, move over here. But the fact that I don't have more help and I'm not compacting my formation when I get into the opposition half is crazy to me. Because that's how you break teams down. Look at the best teams on the planet who break teams down. They always have players in the pockets. And more often than not, when the ball is on one side of the pitch, they condense the pitch to that side. They're not sitting spread out like fucking like jam on a piece of bread. They're just focusing the jam on one corner of the bread because that's where they're going to take their bite out. They're the kind of dude that takes a piece of bread, takes a piece of jam, puts the jam on the corner that they're going to eat, and they eat the corner. They don't spread it all over the whole thing so that they get it all over their fucking fingers while they're eating. They just put it on one corner and they take a bite. That's all I'm asking Liverpool to do. The ball is here. That means that the jam is in this corner. So players need to be in these spaces to create triangles and 1-2s and off-ball movement. But again, I mean, guys, look at that run from fucking Cody. Look at how fucking stupid Cody Gakpo is. Hold on. Watch this run. Look at what he just did. Look at what he just did. Where the fuck are you going, dude? Where the fuck are you going? Now, Florian Wirtz kind of wants to, right? But did you notice the last circle? Now check this out. We've just tightened up the circle. Look at the referee. There's no one in the middle. There is no central connector. When I say we don't play with the midfield, this is what I mean. Where is my midfield? And now we've just condensed the circle. I hope what I'm saying is making sense because this is the way I try to view the game. Now, to Ibrahima Konate, at least Konate, you know, y'all motherfuckers talk so much shit on him, and I'm a ride or die with my boy because at least he was the only dude on that pitch who was willing to say, you know what, fuck this shit. I'm about to just go direct. Big up to Konate for saying, fuck this lethargic ass buildup in the first half. I put down a little note at the 9th minute. At least Konate is trying to be direct. Fucking amen, dude. A fucking men. I want you to see this. Talking about Liverpool's terrible press. Look at this shit. You see, this is why West Ham fucking suck. Look at this. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 players within 15 yards of the ball, all around Lucas Paqueta, right? What does Paqueta do? One ball, and now Wan-Bissaka is on a 3v3. This is a 3v3. Obviously, this doesn't even lead to a high-quality chance, but this is a 1, 2, 3 versus 3. And all of a sudden, one pass is all it takes. You're in behind. Now we're surely fucked, but they suck. They suck. Oops, oops, oops. I did the wrong thing. 1438 is my next timestamp. God, every time the camera panned to Arnie Slot, I just wanted to chuck a fucking brick at my goddamn computer. Here. 1438, that can't be right. Oh, I know. This is what I was going to highlight. I love it when I mark a timestamp and then I remember what I was going to do about it next game. All right. Second. I gotta take a sip of coffee here. I have a note that just says McAllister is the worst midfielder in the league. God, I must have been in a mood. You didn't notice something. Watch this. I'm playing and pausing it so that I don't. All right, look at this. Virgil van Dijk has the ball. 3 defenders, man marking 3 different players. He's got Kirkes as an outlet. He's got Konate as an outlet. He's got Joe Gomez over here. Basically playing right wing once again. What the fuck am I looking at? I want you to watch what everyone does off the ball. Again, keep watching everyone. Keep watching everyone. Keep watching everyone who doesn't have the ball. Keep watching. Keep watching. Can anyone tell me what they saw? I want to see if you guys can get it. Can anyone tell me what they just saw? Anyone? What did you see off the ball? I'll give you a hint. It rhymes with chalking. It rhymes with chalking. Pretty simple answer. Rhymes with chalking. This is a very astute observation. I saw an entire team walking. There we go. That's it. That's my buildup. Let's just walk, bruh. Let's just walk, bruh. That's all I ever fucking see. Oh, shit. Go back. Hang on. What the fuck? Where's this? You know when people say that we just have progressive carriers in our team? Do me a favor. What is Alexis McAllister supposed to do here other than carry the football? Can anyone? Anyone? What is McAllister supposed to do here other than carry? And how often do you see our midfielder in a position like this? Look at this. I mean, I kind of feel bad for McAllister because I'm like, what are you supposed to do here? What is he supposed to do here? Again, no one may. It's just we like. There's never any fucking option for him. Again, okay, cool. He kicks it out to Soboslai, whatever. And again, I know that there's going to be people who are like, you're just highlighting specific moments that match your agenda. I'm like, okay, but what I'm trying to highlight here is what I see every game. That's the point of this. God damn, that Cody Gakpo touch from that pass from Burtz was so fucking shit. Cody Gakpo is so bad. Is this the Kirkes moment? Second. I don't remember what that moment was. I don't know why I marked that. Oh, this is the moment that I wanted to do. So I'm just a silly, ignorant American who sits in California and says these things. But I want you to do me a favor. I want you to read the body language of Ryan Gravenberch. Read his body language. Read his body language. Ready? Look. Did you see what he just did? Oh no, fucking whore. Hold on. More time for the folks in the back. Did you watch Ryan? Watch what he does. Watch his hands. And watch what everyone else is doing. You see that? He's pointing to the ball and he's saying, "Someone fucking show, you morons." He's pointing to the ball and he's like, "Hey, I'm getting triple teamed here, dog. Can a motherfucker come up in here, please?" Look at McAllister. He's sticking his arms out like, "Calm down, calm down." Fucking bitch. But this is the frustration that you guys need to start noticing that players have, because this isn't the first time that I've seen something like this, and it sure as shit isn't the fucking last. But he's getting angry because he's like, why is no one moving? We need help here. Hello. Can someone show her the ball so I can make a fucking play, please? Please? If I ask nicely, will you move? And I love how no one does. No one helps the man. Those are all the things that I have. I then have a note about Isak only having 2 shots. 2 shots on target in 7 hours of play in the Premier League. 2 shots on target? Yeah, 100%, because we don't have a style of play. We don't have a build-up structure. We don't have a way to play the game. We're shit. We're fucking shit. We're fucking shit. We're fucking ass, dude. Our build-up is ass. Our midfield is ass. Our ball movement is ass. West Ham are just worse. West Ham are just worse. But I'm supposed to sit here and be excited about a win against West Ham? Oh, your standards have fallen, dog. I hate to sound like a fucking gimmick here, but like, where are your standards? One win against West Ham isn't changing my mind about the fucking Holocaust that I've witnessed this season. One result isn't changing my mind about the absolute crime against humanity that is Arnie fucking Slot. No, sir. No, sir. I don't have the memory of a pigeon. I remember how I felt all fucking season. Hey, big up to you. I said a Holocaust, not the Holocaust. The best metaphor that I can use is that Liverpool have been stabbed 100 times so far this season in the Premier League. We've been stabbed 100 times by a Rambo-style knife. And the team has managed to suture one of the wounds. So there's 100 knife wounds in the body of Liverpool. And the team has managed to suture one of them. It stopped the bleeding in one of them. It stitched up one of them. And I'm supposed to just be like, I guess I'll live. No. I am bleeding out. Bro, YouTube's names are all fucked up. I think that this is Arnie Slot. I think that this is that guy. I could be wrong. But the team was so, I mean, we played so poorly yesterday. If there's anyone who's sitting here and putting any sort of positives, you're coping. Like, we have been so bad that you are now viewing average as good. Again, there was nothing particularly spectacular about Florian Wirtz yesterday. We've just been so bad that you're viewing a decent performance as the holy fucking grail. Again, if I'm keeping my standards up, motherfucker should have scored a goal. You missed a beautiful chance. Poor. Again, if y'all want to fucking, ride this high, ride this high. Ride it. You've only got 2 more days to ride it. And if we beat Sunderland, congrats. Ride it again. And if we beat Leeds, congrats. Ride it again. Because I don't think that we're going to change the way that we play football. And because of that, I don't think that we're going to win any titles. So if you want to sit there and you want to celebrate wins as they come because your life is so miserable, then celebrate the wins because your life is so miserable. But I want to win trophies. And I don't see a team that is capable of doing such thing. It was difficult. Okay. Now you done pissed me off. It was difficult to shoot from there. Let's fucking go. Let's pull it up. What minute was it? 36. Let's find it. Give me a second. Let me find it. Ready? It was difficult to shoot from there. Okay. Riddle me this. Hang on. I just got to pull it up and start from the beginning. Because I got to give someone some fair play here. Liverpool finally go direct. This is a ball played from Virgil van Dijk in our own half. Let's take a look at how difficult it was. Florian Wirtz is completely unchallenged. Florian Wirtz gets 2 steps into it. The ball is played back. He can't put a foot in. 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 Florian Wirtz is staring at the ball. You're right. That was a difficult shot. He gets a perfect run up, unchallenged, untouched. A perfect run up. That's a completely free shot right there. I don't care who's around him. I paid 115 million pounds for you. That's a free shot. Pussyfoots it. Fuck out of here. Yeah, yeah, that was a difficult shot. You just saw it yourself. Again, no disrespect to you, JR Vibe, but that is not a difficult shot whatsoever. That is a free chance for a 115 million pound player, unchallenged, with a shot in the box. Cody Gakpo does well to put it up on a plate for you, and that's what you give me. I gave Dominic Soboslai the same stick when he did the same thing against, I believe it was Aston Villa. Same kind of scenario, same pussyfoot and shot. Sunderland are not scrubs. Sunderland are not scrubs. Aren't Sunderland ahead of us? Sunderland are ahead of us. You think that that was a difficult opportunity for Florian Wirtz? You think that I'm going to consider that a difficult opportunity for Florian Wirtz? I'm not saying that it's a surefire goal. I'm not saying that it's an open net. But from that position, unchallenged, it needs to be a 10 times better effort. 10 times better effort. I think that that was the worst possible outcome from that shot. Of all of the different ways that he could have produced that shot, he produced the worst one possible. And it's a free chance. It's what it is. And again, I'm holding this standard because I paid 115 million pounds for him. Again, if that had fallen to a fucking Endo, I'd probably be sitting here and saying, you know what? Whatever. He's a defensive midfielder. But it fell to fucking Florian Wirtz. No, he didn't. The ball was in front of him. Two players were behind him. He was completely unencumbered. He hit that shot without anyone touching him and without anyone blocking the shot. He got to it. He hit it. Thank you. Weak. I'm not saying it was easy. I'm just not saying it was difficult. I don't think that that's a 100% goal. That's not what I'm saying. Thank you, Spark. What I'm saying is that from that position, you got to make the goalkeeper make a save. And he didn't. He hit a pussyfoot, weak-ass shot that did nothing. At the bare minimum, you got to make him make a save. You didn't make him make a save. You shot it right into him with no pace. This isn't about scoring. It's about the shot. If Florian Wirtz put his laces through it and hammered the ball and Areola got a glove on it, I wouldn't be highlighting it. I'd say, damn, what a save. Premier League goalkeeper. They make saves. But it was a terrible shot. And again, I paid 115 million pounds for the guy. I paid 115 million pounds. Like, those are the chances that he's supposed to put on target with emphasis. Again, I don't even think that he had a bad game. But those are the moments that you need him. When you pay that much for a player, I need better out of that moment. Otherwise, Curtis Jones could do the same fucking job. Not to mention the fact that Curtis Jones came on the pitch and looked like the best midfielder. So either way, What I don't wanna see is people gaslighting themselves after a win against West Ham. I think that's just crazy. The last thing that this club needs right now is false confidence. That's all you're gonna get if you gas up this performance against West Ham. You're just gonna get false confidence like you did against Real Madrid, like you did against Aston Villa. I don't care that he didn't score. I care that he didn't make Areola make a save. That's all I'm saying. It should have been a better shot. No ifs, ands, or buts. He took 3 steps into it. Shit shot. 3 steps. But at the end of the day, I look at us, we're on 21 points. I'm 1 point behind Sunderland. I have a worse goal difference than Sunderland. I've conceded more goals in the Premier League than Sunderland. I've scored 20 and I've conceded 20. I have a goal difference of 0. Somehow, some way, I'm only 9 points behind Arsenal, which is a fucking miracle. But I'm also only 3 points off of top 4, which again is insane. I have 6 losses. Ultimately, I didn't see anything change in the way that we played football. And that's all I've been asking. At this point, I don't even care about results. I need to see the implementation of a system and a structure that makes fucking sense. And I still don't see it. I'm still not seeing it. With this style of football, if we go unbeaten until the end of the season, wallahi, we are the luckiest team on the planet if that happens. Am I going to win the lottery too? If we don't change anything about the way that we play football and we go unbeaten, this is the worst league on the planet. Simple. Worst league of all time. But I don't think that that's the case. West Ham are terrible. Hey, I'm Lebanese, all right? I just don't speak Arabic. But, wallahi, I can say whatever I want. I've got roots in those countries, dog. Yeah, bro, you got it. Nothing's changed, my G. Nothing's changed. And anyone who's telling you that something changed is at their fucking mind. It's called the same exact shit that I've seen all season, my dog. Same shit. Different day. Ain't nothing changed. And I'm expecting to see the same shit against Sunderland. You know? Is Mo Salah off to AFCON? He's expected to leave in mid-December. Got an issue if you're slot in. I know that you're being facetious here, but I really don't care. I'm just sharing my own opinion. I hate the bald Dutch cunt, but you don't have to. You know, that's the beauty about opinions. You're allowed to disagree. All I ask is that you provide substance in your disagreement, for which I just don't see any. No one is able to give me substance. They just go, he won me a league. That's okay. They're allowed to be. They're allowed to be. Dems, you're coming in at the end, my guy. You're too late. You're too late. Hey, I that's fine by me, bro. Again, I don't think that Salah being there is the problem. I think that in ways we did look better without him on the pitch, But the core issues aren't in the front line. The core issues are in the midfield. The core issue is connecting the back line to the front line. 9 out of 10 of the problems that I see are with the midfield three. The rest of them are all inconsequential when in comparison. %100%. I mean, factually speaking, we are the worst that we have been in 75 years. But we beat the mighty West Ham. Where are West Ham in the fucking table? Hey, guys. West Ham are in 17th. West Ham have 11 points. West Ham, 3-2-8, 15 goals for, 27 goals conceded. We've only conceded 7 less goals. Minus 12 goal difference, 11 points. Right under Nottingham Forest with 12 points, 3 of those at the behest of Liverpool. There's nothing, bro. I just see a bunch of flaccid fucking pussies. This is why I didn't change up my tone after Villa. Go back and watch my reaction to Aston Villa. I did not switch energy. Go back to after Real Madrid. I think it was that Hussam show when they were trying to press me. And I was like, I'm not changing up. I'm not letting 180 minutes of football change my mind. I'm sticking. If we had lost to West Ham, I think he would have been sacked in the tunnel. In fact, if we had gone 2-0 down to West Ham, I think they would have sacked him on the touchline. But again, this is the problem. I would play anyone alive instead of Alexis McAllister. I would literally play anyone who is living. Anyone who has 2 lungs, a heart, and is capable of breathing air can play instead of Alexis McAllister. I would not play Endo instead of Grav. I would play Jones instead of Maka. There's no point in thinking about Cody Gakpo. He's never getting dropped. And I would play Gravenberch. The only way that I'm Arnie Slot in is if he wins me the Premier League or the Champions League. It's the only way, because if you win a major trophy, I can't sit here and call for your head. That's his only saving grace. That simple. You either have to win the Premier League or the Champions League. Are you going to be here to do that? I don't know. But that's it. You know, right now, that's the only saving grace for him in my mind. You have to somehow win those competitions. I don't care how you do it. But even so, if we don't change the way we play and we win those competitions, over the summer, I'm just going to be a nervous wreck because I'm going to say, I feel like it's just going to be the same thing next season. So it's simple. It's simple. But when you have Arnie Slot sitting there every single week saying this.
No, you fool. We're following orders. We were told to comb the desert, so we're combing it.
Found anything yet? Nothing yet, sir. How about you? Not a thing, sir. What about you guys? We ain't found shit.
You know, when you ain't found shit, it's kind of hard to find shit, you know? Bro, if this happens, we might as well just stop watching the sport because everyone sucks. A major is a major. Oh, I know. But listen, these are desperate people. These are desperate people, desperate to cling on to any sort of easy answer as to why we suck fat fucking anal cock. But at the end of the day, you know, when you're getting fucked, sometimes you just got to admit that you're getting fucked. You know, sometimes you just got to admit that you're 6 feet under. Like, it is what it is, dog. You're in limbo. You died. You were in limbo. The only way you can get to heaven is by accepting the fact that you're dead, my G. Realistically, I don't know how the fuck that you sign anyone. Antoine Semenyo is going to leave Bournemouth to come to us in this shape. Mark Gahey's going to leave Crystal Palace to come to us in this shape. Do those solve anything? I don't think so. Yeah, 100%. I don't think Mo playing would have made a fucking difference. I'm with you, dog. I'm with you, dog. I mean, when I look at this team, I'm going to give you my post-game analysis in 8 seconds. You ready? End of West Ham game. This was my immediate thought.
No, 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 no. We're completely fucked, completely fucked. We're completely fucked.
And then when I went on social media and I saw what all of the other creators were saying, this is kind of how I reacted.
Would you mind loaning me some of your lipstick, Mom? Because I want to at least look pretty the next time you decide to f me!
Simple. Simple. Best way I can put it. Don't even have to say the words. I'll let others speak for me. You see, this technically in theory, yes, but to me, the reason why I don't agree is because I don't think that any of these problems are new. And I think that all of these same problems existed before we brought in these signings. No one talked about them. Except me. But either way, other people did talk about them. We had all of these problems. And they're not new. So I don't blame them on the players who were signed. Anyway, we've been live for an hour. I got to take a fat dump. So let's end it with a couple clips and a little bit of an outro. Big up to all you guys. I appreciate you. Smash a like, hit a subscribe. You know, when I saw the Liverpool away traveling fans singing the Arnie Slot song, you know, everything in my heart just took me back to this moment, and I was just like, please, can you just sing this instead?
Fucking shit! We're fucking shit! We're fucking shit! We're fucking shit!
Simple, dude. Sing that instead. And when we don't change the way that we play against Sunderland, and regardless of result, the style remains the same, I want you to remember this.
Not the kind of person to say I told us so, but you know what? I told us so. I fucking told us so.
And ultimately, when it comes to the rest of our season and Liverpool's future path, it's pretty simple.